Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Lots of activity in the night. It seems, people are really needing to find a solution in order to hold on to their status of control over the mental body within the collective. They want to be the main influencer over how people behave, what they think, how they behave. So anyway, here's the messages. A big black American, one of these nihilists said, and there's something about a bunch of raccoons. Now, in the Native American culture, the raccoon is seen as a symbol of curiosity, adaptability, and resourcefulness, also trickery and mischief. In 2 Timothy 3:13, it says, wicked men, when not punished and subdued, become bolder and bolder, just like the raccoon. Yes, because of sin, God must act judgment. He must step in and bring it to a stop. Azaban is a raccoon, the Abenki trickster figure. So they're being called a bunch of raccoons. They're wanting to send in a big black American, a controlled, programmable somebody to come in and do you a thing. So, because they're worried about God calling judgment on these people, bringing this sin of these raccoons, these wicked men, to a stop. Someone is having night terrors, and they really need to put this off onto somebody else, but it's the result of their own work. They prayed for it. They asked for it. They wanted it to be present in the world. And so, they just didn't want to be the ones experiencing it, but now they are. Something has happened to raise the bar, to raise the standards which need to be met in order to qualify for something. The Google states that we often use this expression when someone's performance is much better than others. So you're doing well out there. These ones, they have not been able to defeat you, and they're very upset because you're not taking their orders. You're not allowing them to lead you. You're kind of on you're kind of got your own thing going on here with your spiritual connections to the all it is called life, the light of the world. The nihilists are trying to get a student-teacher relationship. They need a relationship in order to be in and play in the energy of another. They're asking each other if they can recognize you. They're talking about putting a man on your path, a big black man they were talking about. They want to send in a programmable to hurt you, to attack you, and to offload something into you. So this is an RAP. It sounds like connection and download of some attachment or energy that he's embodying. There's something about a magic bus. Now, the magic bus is where the kids grew up and became the eco-friendly planters and Captain Planet. So they're the captains of the planet, right? Eco-friendly. They care about the earth. And so they're talking about your magic bus. It could be that you are developing some kind of a facility of sorts. It's like, take chances, make mistakes, get messy, right? The magic bus teaches youth what they can do about climate change, what the inside of the earth is like, and which dinosaurs lived in different time periods. So it's about the history of the earth. And it encourages creative problem solving. So rather than blind discipline and following of somebody claiming to be an authority, It teaches them and encourages them how to go out and be the problem solver to whatever it is that they see going on in the world. Not to just do what somebody tells them to do, but to actually create a solution for what they witness in the world that needs to be improved upon or perhaps managed more effectively. Some gal presented herself in a white wedding dress, and the left side of her face was all bloodied, insinuating somebody will be unalived on their wedding day. So these nihilists are stalking your social media. They say that you have Titan energy. They call you an appetizer for their god. This shadowy black hole light eater they call Satan. They're asking each other if you are human. And they're real excited about the idea of prostituting this energy. They're talking about your defense, how your territory has defense on all four sides. They're talking about this person's sensitivity. If I invade her territory, one of these masculines said, blah, 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 blah. So they're planning an attack on your wedding day. There's something about cadavers and something about food. So they want to feed those servants that they have been convincing to move against you. Like they've promised them that if they can trap you, that they'll put you in the realm and that they can prostitute you there and just feed off of you however long they wish. That's what they wish to do with your energy. They wish to make you available for the unseen, the dead, to come and harvest whenever they want. But apparently you honor these spirits and you put actual food out for them. So there's kind of this thing, you know, they feel as though they've been lied to about you. These nihilists know that you are a medium and that the dead, or those that they have deemed as dead, can hear you and interact. Some people call them the ancestors. You know, it's a different vibratory frequency, and, you know, energy never dies. But it does need to sustain itself some way. So there's more talk of this Titan energy and how they view it as a food source, but only as an appetizer. Like apparently there's somebody out there that's more appealing than you. They need this Christed energy to fuel their cadaver servants. She testified that Satan twisted her, somebody said. And there's gossip going on about a lawsuit that you have going against these ones. They're discussing your chastity. Somebody asked, they're charging us? And the curator said, they're charging everybody. The curator is saying they instituted her and then genetically modified her. They twisted her. They're talking about their appendage, which is this snake attached to the nihilist, and they use it as a weapon of war. They're talking about it. Having been experiencing them as they preyed on you, P-R-E-Y-E-D, and your energy, and your root and sacral sexual essence. You may have prayed, P-R-A-Y-E-D, for them to lose this ability. Perhaps you were asking for justice on these ones, using their phallus as a weapon of war, seen and unseen. I can't stand her husband, one of these said. So you're in union already. It's wild that they would present this feminine with wearing a wedding dress and then her face all bloodied like she had been shot in the face or something. It came from the left side because they shot her in the left side of the face. So it could be that the left side of the protection regarding the territory may need fortified or investigated as to see if there's any weak links there. These nihilists, one of the nihilists is telling someone that you said you'd rather be in the woods with your dog melting snow for a bath you'd have to share with 9 people than be with them. They were offering you an opportunity and you weren't going for it. So again, they're talking about needing some kind of relationship. In order to access your essence, they need an agreement or permission. They need you to accept some sort of an opportunity. They need you to agree to be to a teacher-student scenario. They need you to accept somebody in as a friend and teach them what you know. Share with them your secrets. There's something about switching them. So this entity collective known as the Satan wants to capture both of these people in this territory and replace them with representatives of their own choice in order to command or lead the people in that territory according to their own will and ways. The divine feminine called it being led down a path of incoherence. They don't want people finding their soul and song and connection to source. They don't want people to be solution providers and creators of their own accord. They want them to do what they're told and to believe what they're told to believe. No free thinking, according to these ones. They're nihilists. They want to destroy your ability to manifest with your own mind connected to source. So I'm curious about this. Apparently we've been here before. This has happened before. And I'm curious to know if in the previous states, if the upper and under realms and dimensions throughout the cosmos were in unification. I'm not certain if this union had been backed by such a force in history. It could be that we're experiencing something brand new, and that is why they're having such a phenomenal difficulty when it comes to controlling the situation right now. They're talking about your legacy. Now, a legacy is an amount of money or property left to someone in a will. It's a long-lasting impact of particular events, actions, etc. that took place in the past or of a person's life. A legacy may be of one's faith, ethics, and core values. And it may come from one's character, reputation, and the life that you lead. You're leading by example. They're talking about the positive impact your life has on other people. They're really mad. This group that identifies as the Satan, they're real PO'd that you testified against him in the courts. They're real mad that you lived and that you dared to come forth with your testimony. It's like the ones, these nihilists are cursing you with a 1D experience of prostitution, very low energy, violent kind of a crappy experience. And it's like you're returning the curse with leprosy of their phallus for their intention of such a thing. And it's a wild, wild war. It's like, fine, you want to prostitute me? Then may your phallus be cursed with leprosy for even considering such a thing. I think it's a fair thing. They need to reformat their minds and the way that they think. And then there was a song. Oh, wait, hold on. I was thinking about the women of the future and being recognized as having value, powerful, strong, and courageous, central to the nurturing and the care that goes on in the foundation for the children. So I was curious about this shift, and there was a song that Spirit sang. Oh, blah dee, oh, blah da, life goes on, yeah, la, 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 life goes on. So whatever shift is happening here with regard the mothers of souls, life is going to continue, the organic life, like you did it, like there's not going to be a merging with AI, you know, they're not going to become cyborgs. They will continue being source creators of solutions and providers of light in this realm. The healing, rejuvenation of your presence. You have embodied the sun. You have this powerful source-connected energy flow in you, which is the intellectual property of the Most High God and Goddess creators. So you are their creation, and these ones are messing with that, and they don't understand. They think that they're just challenging you, an aspect of this, and they really feel that they can control this somehow. With this realization, the suffering wasn't for nothing. It looks like the illusion over the feminine and her value has been busted as far as the future goes. She'll receive proper honor and respect and be treated with courtesy. The nihilists are saying that everything she touches is rejuvenated. It's like you have the touch of healing that was attributed to Jesus, and they want it. They want to dress up in it. They want that energy. They want to claim it as their own, and they really are super mad that it's you who has it. There are two of you who have been united with these attributes, and they want to capture you and replace you. They have plans for your energy, but you're not alone in this fight anymore. In the last cycle, these ones had you trapped in the dark of suffering. You were covered in the blame and the shame of their dirty deeds, their foul behaviors. They were dressing you up in the energy of that and saying it was you. They did not expect you to survive, most certainly not both of you. They did not believe that this would ever happen. They're needing you to heal their soul, which is completely and utterly dark. And it could be that this black hole that eats the light of Christed beings, this being that they call Satan, it could be that that is what they're considering their soul. It's very, very dark. Death energy. They're wanting to claim this feminine as their own. They want to trap the masculine and then keep him in some kind of an underworld state. And they want to claim this feminine and then also trap her, but prostitute the energy. Use her as a feeding source to the dead who do these ones bidding. So they said earlier that they... I can't stand her husband, one of them said. And so either you're married or you're going to be officially, it seems. And so you and this other shining being are together. You're heavily protected on all four sides of your territory. It's private property But these nihilists are planning an invasion and an assassination, and claiming both of these lives of these leaders, and then replacing them with those of their own choosing, and then leading this family in this territory astray. Then there was a song, and it was, I think it's a Barbra Streisand song. And yes, you are the only one, my love, my precious love. So I didn't sing that very well, but there you go. The nihilists are discussing, she's not going to work with you. You've decided that you're not going to work with these people because you know that they're only information gathering, trying to figure out how they can twist it and make you succumb to their authority. And they want you to grant them this authority by giving permission to play in your energy. They need a relationship of student-teacher, friendship, like, or a partnership, a relationship, a friendship, some sort of ship. They need to come in for themselves with your permission so that they can tweak and possess and operate out of your energy. Apparently, you told them to go get Satan to help them. There's talk about defamation of character. They rejected her, and yet they drew off of her, siphoned her energy, everything, all of her gifts, all of her services. They punished her while forcing her to care for and supply them with the nurturing and the services and the energy that they needed to be revitalized, to be healed, to be balanced. They threw her in a state of karmic debt and imbalance while siphoning out her temperance energy. She had to, and he had to, under this immense pressure and disgusting, dense energy, they had to transmute it and then rise up through it in order to present themselves as the authentic source that these ones have been claiming to be. Apparently, there's a witness in the court saying every morning she wakes up and listens to the Satan talking about prostituting her. He's saying that she is the strongest person that he's ever known. You're an alchemist. And the nihilists are asking if you do magic. But you are magic. You're an alchemist connected to source. Magic is you. There's no ritual needed. You are the creator. You speak, and it is, just like it says in the Bible. And these ones want that. They want to take that out of you and claim it for themselves, because the nihilists, they worship death and they don't have this source connection. So they need to take it from you. Apparently you do your cleanses and your prayers and your house purifications and all of that, but it doesn't appear that you do any real witchy stuff. Like, you don't go out to manipulate others. You don't go out collecting the energy of others. You're just source connected and prayed up, doing what's right for your body and your mind and your life. There's something about the Taiwanese or Taiwan. Take it as it resonates. Excuse me. They're talking about the need to straighten this out. Someone said he sent the focus down there, and it was interesting. So it sounds like these ones are, they're interdimensional, and it could be that they're on ships. Now, I had a vision a while back, and it was like, like the Milky Way, how they got those blown up pieces of land masses, right? And it was like there were land masses floating in the sky, and they had cities upon them. So they were like sky cities. So I don't know if it's these entities that are there on those sky cities, or if these sky cities are actual ships that are in our sky right now. But they are, they find you interesting. They're telling each other that you're a collector's item. The autopsy reveals ... someone said. There's something about 13 years of age. They're calling you an atheist because you're not religious according to their own ideas. You don't follow their command. You don't need a middleman when it comes to your connection with Source Creator. It's personal. And as Jesus said in the Bible, pray in thine own closet. It's personal. What you have going on with God and Goddess, Divine Mother, Father. The way that you view spiritual, energetic connections with life and historical figures, or the all that is, operating as one in symbiosis, goes against their acceptable thoughts and ideas regarding God. Because they don't have your connection, and they have appointed somebody else with this title, and they feel that you need to honor what it is they say you need to honor, and you need to do it exactly how they tell you. They're really bad storytellers because they tell stories according to their own beliefs rather than stories according to the obvious circumstances and events. Intelligent, someone said. They're talking about the Holy Trinity, and they're talking about an assassination. They're calling you an Agarian, and Agaria is a woman who is an advisor or a companion, a counselor to kings. They're talking about food and source energy. So you're a counselor to kings. You are this bright light, and they want to feed you to the dead so that they can have them do their bidding, their services, because they're nihilists. They believe and worship the dead. What they consider dead. Unfortunately, they say and categorize energies as such because they need servants, and they hold food stuff over their head like a dangling carrot in order to get them to do what they need them to do. So, honoring the spirits is wise, because like most everybody in this realm, they too are being manipulated. So one of these nihilists are saying that something is embarrassing. I had a vision of someone with dreads, a masculine with dreads, and he was saying something about virtue. And then he asked these nihilists, where is this energy? They're wondering where you came from, and someone said they came from this planet. So these entities, these nihilists, they're not human. They're not from here. They are infiltrators and imposters. They're saying that you are a dignitary, which is an important person. You are of high rank, and you're a very important person in society. And they want to take over your role regarding society and the influences that you provide just by being authentically connected to Source. Someone's talking about mythology. A while back, they were shocked by you, saying that you weren't supposed to exist. And they were saying that you were the last one. I don't really believe they know who you are. They're still trying to figure it out. You're confusing them because they're not able to control you or get you to crumble or fail. They keep trying to get a romantic interest with you. They're coming into the astral realm, using their sex magic wiles, you know, to try to tempt you, and whatever else they're doing to try to get you to agree to giving them access to your energy and life. Apparently, you told them that you've already chosen and that they need to stay away from you. They know that you're married. They said they really hate your husband. They know that you're going to be officially wed soon, and they're planning on assassinating you on your wedding day. They know that you've already chosen, and yet still they push themselves into your energy, trying to trick you into allowing them the permission to draw off of your knowledge and your strength, and to have permission to be on this private property, spying, lurking around, gathering information. Gotta find the other person, someone said. So they need to gather you in the 3D. They need to gather your 3D bodies and stop them from developing here in the realm of flesh suits. They don't want the realm of flesh suits to recognize you as you are being recognized in the spirit. They're being told by somebody, she supported you and you prostituted her energy. She's stronger than you thought, and she something broke free, I think is what that is. They twisted her energy and then they defamed her character. You've got a lawsuit going and people are very upset. I'll take care of it, I heard a female say. Then I saw a feminine wearing a lot of flowy clothes, you know, kind of like maybe a gypsy kind of. I don't know. I'm really not familiar with gypsies, but there was a lot of layers, and it was very flowy. She was swinging on a swing, and she reached out with her left hand and looked at me and gave me the bird. Flipped me off. She's going to take care of it. So either she's talking to me or she's talking to somebody that I was supposed to represent in this space. Apparently, they are preparing her. And they're asking if they have finished with her yet. So it looks like they've captured a feminine and they are preparing her to be used as this energy source to power their magic, right? So, my team, someone is saying. So you got someone coming and wanting to take you out and replace you. They feel that they are going to take care of this situation, which is your existence and your dwelling with your husband on private property that they're not permitted to come onto. And yet they keep trying to force their way into your reality and destroy your life and your ability to live it in peace and harmony. They don't want you to empower the people within your territory to be the creator solution provider for what they see that needs to be, you know, improved upon or, you know, whatever, okay? You're all about creative solutions coming from the mental bodies of the people that are in your territory. And these ones are all about the people in territories doing as they say, or they will be punished, right? Or seen as unsavory to God or whatever. How dare you create solutions for your own self? Someone is questioning a cause of death. And it could I was wondering if it could be that autopsy that they were discussing earlier, the autopsy results. Apparently the autopsy results are negative energy. So it could be a 13-year-old that had been hit with negative energy that was sent out to you. It boomeranged back, and there's somebody in the back crying. It could be the mother. So there's a 13-year-old that looks like, unfortunately, they had passed away, and the autopsy report said that it was negative energy. They're playing with the lives of their own children, trying to take you out, sending this dark magic, this death energy to you. And because you transmute it and then it goes back on them, it hits their family. And they're mad and they're blaming you. So they're talking about this death certificate, and they're also talking about a stalker. So they might try to create a death certificate for you and stalk you with that person, that very big, they're you know, they like race wars and all that kind of crap, right? So they're looking for somebody that they can mentally manipulate to drive them into do a thing and then get this race war thing going on your behalf, because you're all about unification. You're about unity. You're not about this crap that they try to divide and conquer everybody, right? You're not that. They really don't like that, because they like it when people are divided. They're more easy to control. When people come together of all races, ethnicities, whatever you want to deem that as, each of them have history. Each of them have specific belief systems and specific creator abilities, skill sets, you know, skillful will. And they have discipline and purpose according to whatever region that they are in. And there's masters of these different techniques and abilities. And when there is unification and all of these people come together with these different techniques and they are working together without prejudice, it's very, very powerful. So this is what's happening right now in this state of unification. And these ones are desperate to get that broken back up. And the way they need to do that is replace you two and then, you know, lead people down this other path. But the divine has already stated that they won't be obtaining you, and that this is not going to happen. You could be the god and goddess of time, or the god and goddess of time are here in support of you. And so, you know, as much trauma and drama and disaster that they can bring to you, like that, it can be like, you know, a new experience. And they have no control over that because they haven't trapped you. You're free to do with your gifts as you will. They're real mad about that, you know, because they want to be the masters of time. They want these false matrix, and they want it fueled by the light of the Christed beings, the energy source, which is life, because they don't have connection to source. They need to harvest you. Memory for your homegirl, a feminine said. And these ones actually do harvest the memories of those they capture. It's a mental wipe. They download the memories into some chip or whatever, and then they upload it into somebody else, and then they wear them as though they are their own memories. A while back, there was some princess out there that had been wearing your memories, and when you came to light, and you started shining brightly as who you are, and it was proven in court that you were the original being, the source of this light energy. The person who had been wearing your memories and had convinced themselves that they were you for so long, they were having a identity crisis. Like they lost it. They just couldn't believe it because they were really convinced that they were you. You know, drugging, drinking, whoring, tricking themselves into thinking they were some princess because your memories had been downloaded into them, and possibly some of your gifts as well. Of course, I don't know too much. I think that the masculines, these nihilists, were controlling that because they don't want the feminines to be recognized as the source of this stuff. You know, there's a lot, and I'm not saying we got the stars and the suns out there. I'm just saying in this particular case, there are many, many out there who had their memories and their energies and their gifts harvested, and then they dressed up their chosen ones and then called them the chosen ones, which they were just wearing stolen memories and energy, harvested energy out of those who actually produced it and were suffering. So this one who said, memory for your homegirl. She's coming for it. She wants to be known as you. And she's being coached by these nihilists, saying that it requires a relationship. So they're sending in the feminines now, since you are undefeated regarding their masculine challengers. There needs to be some kind of ship, a friendship, a relationship, a partnership. Whether it be business, a student-teacher thing, or a friendship thing, they need a ship to come in for them, and they need you to give it to them. These masculines are saying something about welcome. So they may try to get her to welcome you into a scenario or a group, a meeting, a business, or they're trying to convince or tell her how to get you to welcome her. It feels more like they're wanting to get her to welcome you into something. They want her to offer you an opportunity, right? But thus far, the only opportunity that you've ever needed was the one that was been provided to you by Source, Most High, Mother, Father. Because you know that even when you're suffering, you're being granted a tremendous gift of resilience and knowledge about what you are made of, precious knowing of self. So it could be that they want you to welcome her into your territory as a friend, a teacher, a guide, a student, something. They're really intent on getting moles or rats or spies into your territory. They want you to welcome them in and share with them everything you know. And they want these people to be able to roam around and ask the people that are there, what are they learning? What do they know? How is it working? Is it effective? So they're looking to get you a spy in there. They're saying that Canada is listening to ... And it could be that you have some kind of a platform that is influencing them more than you know. They're talking about your energy being natural. They want to know the methods that you are using to amplify yourself and increase your electrical system, your energy. One of these masculines said, I'm telling you, it's alive. And earlier they were talking about cadavers. So it could be that they are, I don't know, are they archaeologists? Are they people who have dead bodies laying around? I'm telling you, it's alive. So whatever it is, it's alive. Maybe it's a doll. I had a vision a while back of Chucky chasing people around with a knife. So it could be that people are having hallucinations. Something is very, very close. And these nihilists, we're talking about the separation is very, very close. They want to get access to your territory before they get locked out. They need you to accept them. They need you to give them a ship of goods and services. Now, they mentioned Thea. Thea is a Greek goddess of light. Thea is the divine one. Now, several months ago, a divine feminine said the Greeks are having a change of heart, whatever that means. Okay, they're talking about Thea, the Greek goddess of light, the divine one. Thea is an oracular goddess, meaning that she gives foresight and shares visions with others through her prophecies. Thea is the goddess of divine light, who is the ether of bright blue sky. She is viewed as the goddess who gives sight to mankind, as well as being the mother of the light to the sun, moon, and dawn. Her name means Ikhanaie, 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 which means to track or to trace. She's one of the 12 Titan deities who fought against the Olympians. And it's interesting because track and trace has been a thought flow for some time when it comes to the invaders of the mental field of the collective. Those who drive the thoughts of others into traumatic ends and into activities that they wouldn't otherwise choose for themselves. So it's like, it's almost like, and a while back they called this person Jehovah's Witness. It's almost like she came in and embedded herself within their villainous program. So the nihilists are trying to find a feminine that meets their version of a prophetic vision so they can present her as the authentic version of the feminine mother, according to their twisted, totalitarian, nihilist ways and desires. They want you to be discredited. They want this lawsuit business in spiritual court to go away. They want you deemed unacceptable. They want to retrap you and your energy. The divine has already vowed these people won't obtain you. It's over for them, yet they're still trying. They know that you have the support of the cosmos. They're telling each other they have to do something. They have to do something. You're sacrilegious. They're going to lose their authority gained through their religious rules and regulations. They want to control the minds of the people regarding spirituality or God. They don't want them to be free thinkers and connect with the source energy, which is of the highest mother, father, creator, right? They don't want you to know this intimate connection, on your own, praying in thine own closet, making this connection with the all that is and the all that has come from these beings. Everything about the minds is going to change in this new chapter. It's like the illusions are being busted. People are empowered to be solution providers rather than followers of dictators and tyrants, abusers of authority. They must try to protect their authority over the minds of the people. The people are humans. They have connection to the Creator. They are the ones who manifest. These tyrants want control over what gets manifested through them. They need to control the thought patterns of these people. They need them to create their world and their choices in the world, because they can't. They're disconnected from this. They don't have the ability to do that. The only way they can make their magic or their illusions work is by harvesting the sacral or the root chakra energy. That's their favorite. But they can also, tamper with all of this, pretending to be you with your memories, and then, speak to the divine as you. And it's just, that's what they did last cycle. It was terrible. They had so many doppelgangers out there wearing masks, trying to obliterate your reputation, wearing your energy, harvested energy, and dressing up in your memories. They're talking about an investigator. It could be that you are the Most High God's investigator. Like I mentioned, it could be that you were planted into the midst of these villainous behaviors, gathering firsthand testimony, irrefutable evidence of the twisting of the mind and experiences of the people. The line feels dry, someone said. Don't ask Wanda, someone said. And it sounds like they're sending a posse of women after you. They've realized after you defeated all of the masculine challengers that the power must reside in the feminine. So now they're gathering them in and they're coaching them on how to infiltrate your energy and your territory. In the courts, it's seen. They twisted and prostituted a dignitary, someone of high rank, and they're in trouble. She's psychic and she's innocent. They were jealous and envious of her connections to source and truth, and they wanted revenge over her authority. They didn't want her influencing people in a way that allowed them freedom to be their own solution provider, connected to source divine, energized with light and love. So they harvested the memories out of powerful beings and dressed up in them, taking over the personality and role while destroying everything good that was meant to be good. They're nihilists. They like to annihilate life, and they worship death. It was forbidden, and they know it. But they're still intending on doing it again. They claim that you feel superior to them. And all you really want is for them to stop pushing in on your energy and interfering with your life. To stop demanding that you serve them and give them your energy. They want to come in and cause an argument with you. And it's like, dude, I just want to forget you exist. Go away, man. But yet they're there making war, right? Trying to command you. And you're like, I don't want to know you. And they are insisting that you listen and accept what it is they have to say. I hope that this brings clarity to something you already intuitively knew. And I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.